Hey, how y'all doing out there? I'm back again with another video. Today I'd like to do a quick comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 and the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G. Now, I promise you, I'm going to make this video really quick. Now, I have it set up where I can definitely make it a lot quicker because I don't want this comparison to take long. Now, I know some people are probably saying, well, why are you comparing a 2020 phone to a 2018 phone? Well, you're about to find out why. I think this comparison is very viable, and I know there's a lot of people out there that's not sure if they should, pick up a Note 9. I know the people that have the Note 9 love the Note 9, and they don't want to even upgrade from it because of what it brings. And there's some people that may be considering the Xiaomi, which I think is a great device. I mean, it's my second favorite device I keep in my pocket, so I love this device. Okay, so you have the Note 9 here. You have the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G right here, and these both are flagship devices. Both of these flagship top tier devices. Now, I'm gonna start off with the Xiaomi first. Now, there are 16 things that make the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro better than the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Now, I know this could be subjective. I know there's some people with certain things I'm gonna say you might disagree with, and that's fine. We all have our own opinions. Remember, any YouTuber that's doing reviews is based on their opinion and their experience with the device. So nobody should be getting offended because we're saying something that you don't agree with. There's no reason for that. It's just tech. Now, you may agree, you may disagree. That's fine. We could always agree to disagree. And it's cool. It's just tech, y'all. All right? And I do this because it's fun. It's enjoyable. All right, so let's get started. So there are 16 things, in my opinion, that makes the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G better than the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. First thing, you're going to get better battery life with the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro. Okay, first of all, you're getting a bigger battery, so you're getting 4,500 milliamp battery. All right, now moderate to heavy usage, you're going to easily get a day and a half. That's easily. Now, you're not going to get that longer battery life with the Note unless you're a light user. So it might come down to just what kind of user you are. I'm a medium to heavy usage type of guy. And for me, the Mi 10 Pro gets way better battery life, and the standby time is much better than Samsung. Samsung has never really been good with standby time on their devices. They just haven't. All right. So that's the first thing. Now, I didn't write these in any particular order. I just can't, I was just thinking about what makes what better, and I just put them down. So don't think these are, the battery life is the number one thing. No, it's just the first thing. All right, second thing, faster wired charging. Now, with the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro, you're getting 50-watt super fast charging. 50 watts, okay? So basically 0 to 55% in 20 minutes and 0 to 100% in 45 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. If I need to top off really quick, I can do it. No problem. You're not getting that type of battery charging speeds out of the Note 9. All right? Next thing, you're getting 90 hertz refresh rate. You're not going to get that out of the Note 9. 90 hertz refresh rate is going to give you much faster scrolling and add an extra layer of smoothness to the UI. Okay? I love 90 hertz refresh rate. Next thing, you're getting the Snapdragon 865 processor. This has the 855. So you're getting a processor that's 2 years newer. Now, that's not the biggest deal in the world because, trust me, this Note 9 ain't slacking much at all. This is definitely a little faster, but this ain't like it's slow like it's a dinosaur. Not the case. But this is a newer processor. So I have to make that, known. All right? Next thing, you're getting faster face unlock. Face unlock on here is blazing fast. I mean, sometimes it's almost too fast. Like I never even see the lock screen. The face unlock on the Note 9 has always been slow, and it still is. So faster face unlock, that matters to me because I want to get into my phone immediately. All right. Next thing, you got the IR Blaster. IR Blaster, what is that? That's a universal remote control for your TV, AC, anything that has an infrared. You can use this. Samsung used to have those in their phone. After the Note 4, took them out. So the only two companies that I know of now that's doing them is Huawei and Xiaomi. They keep IR blasters in their phone, and I like that. But you're not going to find that in the Note 9. To most people, you might not care about that. I care about that because for me, it's all about value. I want to get as much for my money as possible. Next thing, with the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro, you're getting 10-watt reverse wireless charger. You're not getting that on the Note 9. 10-watt reverse wireless charging, so I can charge another phone that has wireless capability, wireless charging capability. Also, I can charge up my watch if I need to. I can charge up some wireless earbuds, something like that. Definitely could come in handy. Next thing, dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. The speakers on this phone are ridiculous. They are the best quality sounding speakers I've ever heard on any phone. Only the ones that come in number 2, I would say, is the Fold, the first Fold. Those speakers had great quality and they were super loud. These are not the loudest, but the sound quality is just unmatched. Note 9 can't compare to these speakers at all, period. Just no. Not in my opinion, I'm telling you, just not even close. These are good, but these absolutely blow these speakers away. Next thing, the 24-bit audio. So not only do you get great dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos, when you plug in a set of USB type headphones or use a dongle, you're going to get excellent quality of sound, because to me, the 24-bit audio in here sounds just as good as LG's 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC. That's how good the quality of sound that you get out of these, out of this 24-bit audio, out of the audio. It's just beautiful. It's just excellent. I love it. Next thing, you're getting 12 gigs of RAM. Now in this one, you're getting 8 gigs of RAM. Now I know the norm is 6 gigs, but I have the 8 gig model. So you're getting 12 gigs of RAM. Now, numbers is not everything. I happen to know that the RAM management in the Note 9 is actually better, but you're still getting more RAM. So I have to put that out there. All right. Next thing, you got second space on here. Second space, basically, you turn the phone. You can have like 2 phones in one. I'll show you really quick. Make this quick as I can. I don't want this video to be too long. All right, second space. Here it is. There we go. So I say go to second space, and I use my fingerprint. Put that on there. Boom. Now it's going to go to it. Now you're going to know this looks very different than what you were just looking at. All these apps all over the place. Okay. So you basically have 2 phones in one. You know, say if you want, you know, your kid want to play with your phone. You don't want them to see any sensitive things in your phone. Automatically use your thumb. You know, a different fingerprint or whatever, or password. Switch it over to this, and this is all the thing they're going to see. Then when you're done, you turn it off. Use your other thumb, and you back to your original phone, the way you had it set up. See how it is different? So second space is cool. I like that. All right. Some people may not care about that. There's some people out there that do. All right. Next thing. The Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G is 5G capable. So it's future proof. Now I know that's not the biggest deal because 5G is not available everywhere yet. So it's really not that big of a deal to me. But for some people it is. So this phone is future proofed. Next thing. 4 years of software and security updates. Now that's going to be important to a lot of people. I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but there's people out there that wants to know that their phone is going to get security updates and get software updates because they matter. I did a video on that. Are software updates important? Yes, they are important, because if you want to keep your phone running smooth and at optimal smoothness and functionality, you need those updates. Okay, you want your phone to keep running fast and smooth. So you that's important. So you're getting 4 years. You're not getting any more updates on this. They just got One UI 2.5. You're not getting Android 11. So that's it for our software support. You're still getting security updates on the Note 9, but no more software support as far as Android 11 is stuck on Android 10, and One UI 2.5 may have been the last iteration of One UI on this device. I'm not sure. I know it just got 2.5, but I know it's not getting any more Android updates. This one, you're good to go for another 3 years. All right, next thing, you get better button placement. Now, what I mean by that, now, this is subjective too. With the button placement, you're getting the power button right here. Now, the power button is at a perfect spot. It's nice and easily reachable. And then you got your volume up and down rockers on the side, on the right-hand side. Now, I know some people like it on the left. I prefer to have everything on the right, and I prefer to have the power button down here and the volume buttons right above it, okay? And they're very easily reachable, very easily reachable. Now, with the Note 9, see where my thumb is? That's where the power button should be, but the power button is up here. So it's higher than it should be. Then you got the stupid Bixby button that they should have never put on this phone. And then you got your volume up and down rockers on the left. Now, like I said, I prefer everything on the right. But this power button is too high, and that's the biggest thing. Now, I can live with the left, of course, because I have the phone, but that power button is just too high. Okay, it should be a lot easier, reachable, more reachable. All right, next thing, screen to body ratio on the Mi 10 Pro. So you're going to get much better screen to body ratio. See, you're getting basically no bezels at the top or bottom, and you got a small camera cutout at the top that you can't see right now because of the wallpaper, but you're getting way more display. And remember, this phone is 6.67 inches. With the Note, it's 6.4. And I'll show you the difference when it comes to screen to body ratio. Now, I know some people don't care. Some people actually prefer the Note because they don't want a camera cutout. They okay with just having a bezel at the top, and they're good with that. But to me, that little teeny cutout and it's over to the left, it's not a big deal, honestly. Not for me. As you can see how much you got all this forehead up here, and you got this chin. With the Mi, you're not getting that. Now, if this wallpaper changes again, I can show you a little bit better. I have it change every minute. Okay. So maybe you can definitely see it a little bit better now. See that? You got all of that display. And with the Note 9, you got that big forehead and a little bit of chin. The chin is not that big of a deal because that's pretty small, but that forehead is pretty big. Now, this is more futuristic. This is the look that everybody's going for. And you can see this is a 2-year, a 2-year, 2-year phone. But it has a beautiful, beautiful display. No question about Samsung makes the best displays. All right, next thing. With the Xiaomi, you got 4 cameras on the rear. Now, that's not everything because remember, it comes down to performance. So you can have 9 cameras and they all suck. But the cameras on here are off the chain. They absolutely phenomenal. Okay, the first one you got 108 megapixel wide camera lens on here that has laser autofocus with optical image stabilization. You're not getting that on the Note 9, okay? Now, that 108 megapixel is not overrated at all. It takes great pictures. Then you got a 12 megapixel telephoto, a 8 megapixel telephoto, and a 20 megapixel ultra wide with 50 times zoom and 8K recording at 30 frames per second. You're not getting any. Now, you're going to get a telephoto on the Note 9, but remember, you're only getting 2 cameras on the Note 9 on the back. You're not even getting the ultra wide lens. Now, for some people, they don't care about ultra wide, but when you have it, once you have it, you'd be like, wow, I wish I had this years ago, because you could just get more in the shot. Okay? Especially say like if you're taking a family picture and you got a big family, you need ultra wide lens. I mean, I'm telling you, it comes in handy. That's something you're gonna wish you had. Now, I'm not saying it's the everything to be all and all that. I'm not saying that, but that's something you might want. All right. Also, now, okay, so that's it. So these are all. It was altogether 17 things that I thought that were better. That makes the Mi 10 Pro better than the Note 9. Now, let me get into 20 things that I think why the Samsung Note 9 is better. Now, I don't have these in no particular order. First thing, the Note 9 has IP68 water and dust resistance. That's going to be important to a lot of people, especially if there's people that just can't not be without their phone. They got to be in the shower with their phone. They got to be in the tub with their phone. They in the bathroom with their phone. They washing dishes with it. They just always around water. They might want to go to a water park or whatever. You ain't got to worry about this phone getting wet. Say if you get caught in a rainstorm and it's raining, you on the phone, you ain't got to worry about this phone getting any water damage whatsoever. It's certified. The Mi 10 Pro is not IP68 water and dust resistant at all. Next thing, you're getting a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. You get no headphone jack on the Mi 10 Pro, and I absolutely hate that and disappointed because the 24-bit audio on there is so great. But you are getting the headphone jack on the Note 9, and for a lot of people that prefer a headphone jack on their phone, you ain't got to worry about it because you're getting that on the Note 9. Next thing, expandable memory up to 512 gigs. I need that. I love that. That's important to me. With the Mi 10 Pro, you get no expandable memory at all. Now, however, I did get the 512 gig internal storage model, which is big time. I love that. Okay, but you cannot expand the memory. Now, right now, this has 512 gigs of internal memory, and I just added a 512 gig micro SD card. So I have a terabyte on this phone, a whole terabyte. And I'm only dealing with 512 on this. So which one you think I'm going to be loving the most when it comes to storage? It's going to be the Note 9. All right. Next thing, better display. The Samsung Galaxy Note 9 has a better display. Why? It has a Quad HD display. And also Samsung makes the best display. Even though this display is 2 years old, it's still a high quality display. It looks better than a lot of displays do today, or just as good. And it has a 516 pixel density. Okay. Quad HD, 516 pixel density. This phone is only Full HD plus, no Quad HD. Even though the display on here is phenomenal, but it's not Quad HD. Next, you get a pair of AKG headphones with Samsung. With the Mi 10 Pro, you get no headphones at all, which I'm just disgusted about. I don't understand. I don't like that. But with the Note 9, you're getting a pair of AKG high quality sounding headphones. I love that. All right. Next thing, the price. Price for this is going to cost you around $700. This is going to cost you just a little over $300, in some cases maybe under $300. So you can't beat this for the price. All you're getting, and that price is phenomenal. You're going to get this for much, much cheaper, especially if you're on a budget and you're not looking to spend $700. Okay. If this is what you want a top tier phone, but you don't want to spend top tier money, you want the Note 9. Next thing, a faster and physical fingerprint sensor. Now with the Note 9, you have the fingerprint sensor on the rear, and it's super fast and 100% reliable. 100%, okay? Not 99, not 95, 100%, and it's very, very fast. This one has an in-display fingerprint sensor, the Xiaomi, but it's not as fast and accurate as the physical fingerprint sensor on the Note 9, okay? And also with the fingerprint sensor, I forgot to mention this, you can do this with it. Slide down your notification tray. Can't do that with an in-display fingerprint sensor. And some people like that. Some people want to do this. Okay? All right. Next thing, you got the iris sensor. Now the iris sensor, you scan your irises. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick. Turn it off. Now see that red light there? That's scanning my irises. Okay? That gives you an extra layer of security. That gives you another way of opening your phone. Now, you may think that's not a big deal, but think about the fact that we're in a pandemic and everybody has to wear masks. Excuse me. But with this, you don't, and just think if you say you have an iPhone, the newest iPhones where you have to use you only have one biometric way to open your phone, which is Face Unlock. You're going to have to move that mask down just to open your phone if you want to use it. If not, you're going to have to use a pattern, a PIN, or a password. But with this, it doesn't matter if you have a mask on or not. It's going to scan your eyes and automatically open up your phone. And you could also use it with Samsung Pay and with your banking apps because it's just that secure. Okay? So that's a big plus for the Note 9. Next thing, you got your LED notification sensor. Now, of course, you're not going to see it now because I've already opened up the phone, but you do have one on here, and it blinks right up there in the corner. It'll blink red when you get a notification. When you're charging your phone, it'll be red until it's fully charged, and then it'll turn green. So I love the fact that it has the LED notification. Now, it's not the biggest deal to me because I always use my always on display. But for some people, they don't use the always on display, so they want that little notification so they can see if they got a, if they got a notification or not. All right, let's keep moving. We're almost done. Next thing, you got Samsung DeX. Now, I just got myself a Samsung phone, TV, so I'm telling you, Samsung DeX is the real deal. I love it. It turns your phone into like a computer. Like it's nice. The Mi 10 Pro don't have that. Samsung DeX is a boss. I love that. All right, you got Samsung Pay, which I love. You can use that anywhere. You got Secure Folder, which I love that. You don't have that now with the Mi 10 Pro. You got the second space, but with the Secure Folder, I kind of like that better because I could just open up the folder, go in there, see everything. I don't have to actually change the whole layout of my phone. I don't have to do that. Just go in the Secure Folder. I'm good. All right, next thing, heart rate monitor. Now, I know that's not the biggest deal to most people. I actually use the heart rate monitor because it manages your heart rate, your blood oxygen level, and also your stress level. Okay, I like that. Next thing, edge panels. Now, I've already talked about that before, but edge panels is very, very helpful and useful, and I use it all the time. Got my People Edge right here. Got my apps pair where I can hit that and open up 2 apps at the same time automatically. I love that. That's convenient. Okay, I don't have to actually do it. I could just press one button and use 2 apps at the same time. Okay. All right. Then you got here, you got your weather. Got here my NBA news and stuff scores. Got my clipboard. Got my music app. Edge panel. Got my NBA basketball scores. So I love edge panels. Next thing, edge lighting, where all the borders around your phone light up different colors depending on what color your app is. I like that. Some people may say it's not a big deal, and that's okay, but this is what I like. This is what I feel that makes this phone better than the Mi 10 Pro. Next thing is the One UI. It's feature packed. It got so many features. I love that. I'm a person that's about features and customization. Now, the Mi 10 Pro is highly customizable too, and it does have some features, but it doesn't have as many useful features to me as much as the One UI. Samsung just offers the kind of features that I prefer in a phone. Next thing, better always on display. Yes, to me it's better because you're getting so many more always on displays. Okay, the Mi 10 Pro does have one, and I like it, but I'm going to show you the difference. I like both, actually, but I'm going to show you the difference. I want you to see the difference. Okay, now, you should be able to see something different here. You got one where you can see the time, and you can see the battery percentage, but that's it. You ain't seeing nothing else. You can't even see the fingerprint sensor, and it has an in-display fingerprint sensor. With the Samsung, you see not only the time, but you see the day, the date, the battery percentage, and your notifications. Now, you can see your notifications on here. I just don't have any at the moment, but you're going to get more information on here, and you could also make this brighter. You can make it dimmer. You can interact with this where you can see what app you used last. You can see weather. It's just, this is more interactive, and there's more things you can do with the always on display with Samsung, and you definitely can have more always on displays than you can with Xiaomi. They offer more. All right. All right. Now, the other thing when it comes to the camera, now with the Samsung, you only have 2 cameras. So I'm not talking about how many cameras it has, but you have more shooting modes. Now, with the Samsung, you're getting 13 shooting modes. So there's more options and there's more fun you're going to have with the camera on the Note 9. There's way more options. Also, you got 4K at 30 frames per second on the front camera. You have absolutely no 4K recording on the front-facing camera with the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro. And also, with the Note 9, you have a Pro Video mode. You have no Pro Video mode on the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro. And the last thing, and the most important thing for those that are Note lovers or you're thinking about a Note, is the S Pen. And not only the S Pen, but it's a Bluetooth S Pen. So you can control your, take pictures with the S Pen. You control your media. You control your music, videos, swiping back and forth. You can change the camera modes with the S Pen. And the S Pen just does so many things. I'm not going to get into that because, like I said, I didn't want this video to be super long. But the S Pen is what makes the Note the Note. Okay? That's what sets this phone apart from any other device on the market. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, easily the Note is a better phone. But let me just say this. The Xiaomi can hold its own. Trust me. I love this phone. I really do. This is the phone I miss the most when it's not in my pocket because I have a lot of phones, so I'm switching out all the time. But this is the phone I miss the most when it's not in my pocket. I have the Note 10 Plus, which is what I'm shooting this video with now. But I just love this Note 9 because I love that headphone jack. I miss the iris sensor. I miss the LED. I miss that the heart rate monitor. Those are the things I miss from this phone. Okay? I miss those things from this phone a lot. So I love this phone. This is Samsung's most complete Note. I know some people are going to say this is Samsung's best Note ever. And that's okay. That's your opinion. Now, I happen to think the Note 10 Plus is better. But, I mean, as far as complete, you know, giving you everything and not compromising, is this the only thing this phone is missing to me is the IR blaster and the ultra wide lens. That's it. It pretty much has everything else. I mean, of course, it can use faster charging speeds on the battery and faster wireless charging, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. But this is the most complete Note, in my opinion, and I love this phone. So those are my comparisons between the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, Galaxy Note 9. Both are flagship phones, like I said. This is 2 years old. This just came out this year. Both are great. If I had to choose between the two, I mean, if you force me to say you got to have one or the other, of course, I'm going with the Note 9 because you're just going to get way more bang for your buck. You just are, period. But definitely, this phone is an absolute beast. I love this phone. The display is absolutely gorgeous. Great battery life, great cameras, great build quality. I actually like the build quality on the Xiaomi better than the Note. Now, both have great build quality. Both have Gorilla Glass 5, but you have to have them both in your hand to understand. The build quality on this phone is amazing, and there's no fingerprints. This one, however, is a fingerprint magnet. No fingerprints on this one if you want to rock it without a case. You ain't rocking this without a case without looking like a crime scene. This is not happening. Speakers on here are phenomenal. The audio experience, phenomenal. 90 hertz refresh rate. Fast and smooth UI. I mean, look, this phone is no joke. Okay? Not a joke at all. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a little bit more out of the Note 9 as far as features and, you know, things that come with the phone. You're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. So thank you for taking the time to watch this content. I do appreciate it. And, you know, like I said, you can't go wrong with either. But remember also, this is going to be a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. 300, a little over 300, or in some cases less, depending on, you know, how you get it. If you get it new, you're going to pay a little bit more. But you get it pre-owned or you get it refurbished, you're not going to pay much. You're looking at least $650 to $700 for this device. But it's worth it. Okay? Can't go wrong with either. Both are flagship. Both are great devices. So thank you very much. Thank you to all my subscribers for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. And hope you guys out there staying safe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.